Hey guys, Khraze here, and today I have some huge news regarding the next update. A ton of information has surfaced from both IGN and PC Gamer regarding the features that we're getting in next, and I'm talking about stuff that's beyond what was even shown in the reveal trailer or even talked about up until this point. Some of the more amazing features that I'm going to go over, and they are literally in the dozens, are player races, player trading, a new multiplayer currency, online shops, fleet specialization, the ability to build cities, a new type of resource, weekly updates and galactic missions, and much more. There's so much stuff being revealed and talked about right now by official sources, it's unbelievable. I'm going to post links in the description box for the PC Gamer article as well as to the IGN YouTube channel where you can check the video. You can go ahead and read those at your discretion, but there's so much here, it's unbelievable. So I hope all of you guys are strapped on your chairs right now because this bad boy is about to launch into orbit. So I'm going to start off with a few more details about starting a new game, about the new resource type and player trading. So basically, the article starts with our protagonist beginning a new game with 3 other players who are later revealed to be Hello Games employees and Sean Murray himself. Basically, you can start the game either solo or with a group of players, and Sean confirms that jumping into the new update can be done even with your existing save files, so there's not going to be any reset. Multiplayer is not a separate game mode, you can go ahead and play with what you currently have and you will be able to jump right off the bat. None of your progression will ever be reset, you will continue with everything that you have right now. So this pretty much destroys any argument against any player reset or later a new game mode for multiplayer. Right off the bat, it is mentioned that at least one resource type will make it into the game. It is called sodium and it is used to regenerate your exosuit, much like how you can use carbon. So this is just one of them. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be many more. There's also now the ability to share your stuff with other players as well. So you can just go into your inventory, right click on any item that you want to share with somebody else and you will drop it down, and it seems that it will go to the nearest person to it, or you might as well just pick them and give them to whoever you want. It's much like in other survival games where you can just take whatever you have in your inventory and throw it on the ground, which is absolutely amazing. A new marketplace exists on space stations and they are much more packed with NPCs and with shops, way more than what we currently have in the game. So it's going to be like a legit marketplace of NPCs and players that can gather up and buy stuff and just, just generally interact with each other. You can proceed to play this game alone or with your friends. There's no restriction to online or offline. Anything that you do online will be saved and carry over into your offline game and vice versa. The quick taskbar now also has a section for emotes, so this is probably where you can do them. Of course, emotes themselves can be unlocked, so you're going to probably have a few of them in the beginning, but you will be able to unlock more emotes by doing events and missions and taking part into multiplayer missions. It's going to be absolutely crazy. All of these are of course confirmed by Hello Games and Sean Murray himself, and it's written on the PC Gamer magazine. Base building is much less restrictive and we have a lot more detail about this. We can basically build literally anywhere, on any planet, on any system, even underwater, and to do this you just need to place down a computer terminal and you will be able to proceed building your base. A few more details about this: other players will not be able to destroy your base, so that is awesome. It's going to be a safe spot for you. You can just build something and be safe inside it. They can also not edit your base nor delete parts of it. They will only be able to build upon it, so they will only be able to extend it. It is also mentioned that the game definitely has the capabilities of supporting cities, so this is something that the players have wanted for so long, or at the very least neighborhoods. It's still a lot bigger than what we've expected. We just expected like a little bit bigger than what we currently can do with the base builder, but it's definitely much more than that, and the author of the article mentions it that way. Cities are definitely possible, or at the very least neighborhoods, which is still huge. I'm just afraid about the performance, but this is not an issue for me right now. I'm like super excited about all of this. Moving on to fleets, you can now assemble fleets of frigates, walk on them, repair them, and specialize them for all sorts of activities like discovery, trade, or even combat. You can build rooms for captains and then deploy them into missions. Deploying these fleets into action happens in real time, as in if you send them into some place in some system, they will actually go there and you can even follow them to see what they might be doing. So it's not just some UI thing or some dialogue dialogue prompt, it actually happens in real time. You can even follow them and they will do exactly what you're putting them to do. Your fleets will send you messages when they're away and even sometimes call you for your decision, but nonetheless when they come back they will bring rewards and even be damaged, requiring you to repair them. Your fleet of course will level up as the missions you're putting them will bring them XP, so this is awesome. It seems that you will be able to actually command your fleet like in freaking Star Trek or something like that, and all of your fleets will actually get XP. I'm not sure if there's going to be any ability system, but it's still awesome. Landing on your freighter is now also possible in space, and the layout is significantly changed, how you might have probably seen in the trailers. So those massive flying things in space that we saw in the trailer were definitely the freighters. I'm not sure where the new ship type is. I'm definitely sure I saw a contour of it somewhere, but it's definitely there. I did see it being somewhere in the trailer, but it's much smaller than I thought. Nonetheless, the freighters are now much more, different than what we currently have. A new Galactic Atlas website will be launched following the next update, and its purpose will be to be a part travel guide and part activity hub. What you can expect from this is something similar to other player-made hubs in the game, like the Galactic Hub. So there's going to probably be a lot of information on where you can go, what bases you can find, where to do missions. There's going to be stuff actively being posted by Hello Games and presumably by players as well. I hope we can do guides there, so we have an official source of everything we need to know in game and see where players are in real time and see where missions are in real time, because that's also a possibility. Speaking of players, you can now visit specific locations without having to warp there manually. I'm not sure how that will happen. I think you can just pick it into your galactic view and maybe move with the portal over there without actually having to go in your ship in space and then do it again, but it's definitely a lifesaver and it's a game changer right here. An in-game shop will also make it in the next update, and players can spend in-game currency earned through doing community missions. But don't worry, these are not microtransactions, these are not loot boxes. All the items that we can buy from these shops are to be acquired by in-game means only. As I've said, the update is free, no microtransaction is happening in the game. You just need to do these missions, acquire the currency, and then buy whatever you want. The shops themselves contain anything from player parts to base parts, emotes. I'm not even sure what else it's going to contain. I'm really hoping for a lot more customization for your ships, for example. Maybe even buy ships from that shop, maybe some types of skins that look amazing. That would be awesome. I think that's gonna make it into game, but at the very least you'll be able to buy a lot of stuff from them and a lot of skins from them, which is awesome. The player character customization is also confirmed, and you can check this out. This is gonna be awesome and this will blow your mind away. You will be able to not only play as the space traveler with the human astronaut suit that you see in the trailer, but also as literally every other race in the game, including Gex, Vikings. The game will also default into the third-person camera view, but you can always go ahead and change it into the first person. But rest assured that if you like playing first person, you will have no problem to go into that. Just keep that in mind. Again, a lot of stuff confirmed over here. Hello Games plans for weekly updates for the game. As I've said, there's going to be that Galactic Atlas website, so Hello Games is definitely planning on introducing community events, and at the end of these community events, players who take part in them will be actively rewarded. If that's going to be with the new currency type, if that's going to be with skins or whatnot, or even achievements, I'm not really sure, but these are going to be massive. The first weekly update that will drop will be precisely 1 week after the next update, so yeah, just expect that. Not this Tuesday, but the next one, we're going to have our first community event. I'm so excited to see what it is. I'm probably thinking that it would be something along the lines of how it is in Assassin's Creed Origins, where Ubisoft would release at some points in time certain community events like boss battles, and you would get rewarded some awesome looking armor. I'm hoping for something like this in the next update, except on a galactic scale, like fight some huge battle somewhere in some corner of the universe and get something really awesome. But yeah, a lot of in-game stuff is being revealed. As I've said, you can go ahead and check out the PC Gamer website. I'm going to post a link towards the post itself so you can read it as you please. There's also a very short 39 seconds video on IGN's website that pretty much explains a lot more stuff that Sean Murray confirmed, but this is all the information we have for today. There are 4 more long days until the next update, and this pretty much blows everything out of water. Of course, there's also the Waking Titan ARG that's going to end today on the 20th, and it's expected for another feature to also be revealed at the end of it. Hopefully some new in-game feature that was not talked about, but I'm not sure if there's even anything to talk about anymore. There's so much stuff being added into this update, it's unbelievable. So are you also looking forward for the next update? Tell me what's the biggest feature that you're most excited about, and also don't forget that we're still running the Q&A session. You can add me on Twitter and ask me a question there if you want to do that, or ask me here on the video. I'm planning to do a Q&A and a 10,000 subscriber special at some point in the near future. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. If you did, drop a like and a subscribe, that would be super appreciated. Also don't forget about the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.